What's up, everyone? It's time once again for a weekly watch list. What this is, exact levels / zones I'm watching for the upcoming week and how I'm going to trade them. And in this week's edition, I added some futures levels for you all as well on ES and NQ. So be sure you stick around for that and let's get with it. First up, ticker SPY. You can trade options or you can trade ES futures based off these levels. So I went ahead and marked that all-time high. I'm not really interested in anything up there. Probably will not try to reject, just have it marked. If we break above it, possible retest for a long entry, but ideally we just trade our zones. Right now we do have some current supply right here at this 484.8 to 485.4 area, kind of a big area. So what I want to see, is coming back out of this with more, some aggressive selling, possible close below for a short entry or put entry. Possible bounce down here, same thing. Not really interested in entering inside of this zone. I want to see it coming back out for our entry for longs or calls. The only way I will trade in between these levels is if my my indicator, pops up some new zones for us to trade and it gives me confirmation. But other than that, these are the zones I will be watching. 579.1 to 578.5 here is a possible bounce. I really like that area. Probably my favorite zone on the chart here. And if you want to get access to my new indicator I dropped a little over a week ago, I'll leave a link to it in the description. Be sure to get that up on your chart, especially if you plan on trading live with me this week on YouTube. It could really be helpful. And if you have any questions about the indicator, there's also a video I released on it. I'll leave a link to it in the description as well. And it's one of my most recent. It's called Grizzology, so check that out. Here are the most relevant levels we have on SPX for the week. I only added one new one. These are going to be the levels in play. We really have been respecting that 5871. If we break above this all-time high, that 5900 whole number is going to be the next possible resistance. 5843 is possible bounce. And of course, this 5800 and another possible bounce area level. So have these up. Very simple levels, but very dominant, as Jaden likes to hear me say, very dominant levels based off the hourly time frame when possible, but very clear and very good price movement at these levels. And that's what I like to see when looking for levels to day trade. Up next, QQQ. You can trade options or you can trade NQ futures based off these levels. Kind of a weird looking chart here, but anyways, I'm looking for a bounce possibly at this 490.5. We've developed some support in that area. Going to be watching that close. If we push down, same thing as we've seen on SPY. I like this lower zone much better. That 487.9 to like 480. Let's say 487. And up here again, another big zone, but we're waiting on it to come back out of it. Right? We're not interested in trading here. We're wanting to see it come into this. Maybe a little slow movement and coming back out. More aggressive selling, picking up. Possibly wait on that close for confirmation on whatever time frame you prefer for QQQ puts or NQ shorts. Again, this is probably my favorite zone on this chart. As far as futures levels, here's my ES chart for you all. 5876 to 5871 is possible bounce area. And for rejects, not really crazy about rejecting this close to all-time high, but we have a clear supply zone here. If I took this trade, just my thought process here, I would probably be looking for the hourly close coming back out of this, unless we just had some huge sell-off candle like this. I'm not going to enter way down here. I want to see it come out, maybe that hourly close for a possible day trade. Keep my stop hourly close back in the zone, or hard stop right here at the top of the zone. As you can see, even when we did make the big moves up out of it, we never closed above it. So some things I like to take note of, pay attention to when looking at these levels. So yeah, it looks good for the hourly time frame entry. People ask me, like with the indicator, like why do you prefer the hourly? The hourly tends to have, for me, the way I trade with these zones, have less false breakouts. You get the hourly confirmation. You get more aggressive selling during the hour time frame, right, as opposed to the 1 minute time frame. But even then, when we do confirm, when we're in a strong uptrend on the hourly time frame, yeah, I'll try it. But ideally, when we're really strong, we've been making new all-time highs. I like when we pull back to our bounce areas rather than the rejects. We tend to get better moves, if that makes sense. Up next is NQ. I actually have an exact reject here. If I took this trade, this 600 to 594, usually when I'm speaking about NQ, I just say the last three numbers. So 594 to 600 could be a possible reject. Definitely going to be watching that. Got that whole number and that previous big sell-off spot. We rejected it hard Thursday pre-market. So going to be watching that for a possible reject. Nearest bounce area is going to be down here around this 366 to 326. Then below that, the same zone we've seen on QQQ, basically that the supply we had down here at 232 to 200. Yeah, we could possibly try a bounce at that 200. Yeah, we do have support there, and we have that whole psych number. If you want to wait and try that bounce there, it doesn't look bad, but for me, I like it coming back out of the zone, just as we do on SPY QQQ. And that's it for this video. Hopefully these levels help you all make some money, or you can learn from them. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Again, appreciate all the support you showed me on purchasing my indicator that I dropped. It means the world. Have the best followers in the world, and I want to see you all win. And that's just the God's honest truth. Love seeing you win. So let's get it together, focus in, and let's make this week count.